Okay, so as usual, let's first start off with the deck. The deck is made of 8-ply Canadian maple and 1-ply fiberglass. The deck's width is a little bit over 9.5 inches and the length is 30 inches. The board weighs a little over 18 pounds and the max load is 330 pounds. Now, just like most boosted style mini boards, they have a slight concave and a good kicktail. But the actual design and the logos that they did on this board is quite unique. It kind of gives me that Evolve on Eureka kind of style with the collaboration of Loaded, and Loaded always does kind of designs like this. It's more of that premium yet kind of special and unique kind of design. I mean, in my opinion, Loaded Boards really has the best design when it comes to the longboarding community. Even the bottom half display is really nice and the kicktail protector is really useful. Now moving on to the best part and most important part of the actual deck is utilizing the kicktail. Using the kicktail in everyday riding is key. Whether you're hopping off of curbs, you're using it to go over little cracks, using it to ride over manhole covers, using it to get up driveways easier or up little curbs easier, doing manuals, and just simply treating it like a nice cruiser kicktail board. Whether you want to commute with it, you got to run some errands, or you're just simply in this type of mood to ride this type of board. Taking advantage of a lightweight cruiser kicktail board is awesome. Being able to turn the board around on a dime, bringing it to the store, and just feeling like a normal skater without breaking a sweat is such a fun yet different experience in the e-skate world. If I tried bringing one of my 30 to 40 pound 2-in-1 boards to the store like this, it would be such a pain in the ass. With this, it's simple, convenient, easy, and most of all, fun. As for the wheels, the Mini 2S is utilizing 90mm wheels by 60mm in contact patch with 78A durometer. Now, I've always liked these Diamond Dozen 90mm wheels, but if you want bigger and softer, for an extra $50, you can get their 105 jelly wheels. Now, the wheels are on the website for added accessory for $100. But if you buy the board already with the 105 jelly wheels, it only adds on $50. Now, the rear wheels are sleeves, which means they're hub motors. These hub motors are 600 watts each. Now, if you're looking for maximum comfort and more speed, I recommend going with the 105mm jelly wheels, because using our discount code, you only add $18 on the final price rather than saving $18 on the 90mm 374 watt S2. As for the trucks, the Mini S2 is utilizing 8-inch refiner 45-degree reverse kingpin trucks. Now, just like most reverse kingpin trucks, there's always a good balance of carve and stability. The front truck is utilizing 92A bushings and the rear truck is utilizing 100A bushings. But I never really recommend going above 28 miles per hour on a mini kicktail board. As for the ESC, the Mini 2S is utilizing a 13S Hobbywing ESC. No complaints from me, never any cutouts from any Hobbywing boards I've ever had. Always smooth, always predictable. I've never had any kind of twitchiness or cutouts from any Hobbywing boards yet. As for the remote, just like all newer Hobbywing remotes, you have the auto on and auto off feature. You got all the data you need on the screen, your speed mode, your battery for your remote, your battery for your board, your trip miles, your total miles, your forward and reverse indication arrow, and cruise control. I do like how this specific remote kind of has that rubbery kind of matte finish. It's not slippery and it just feels nice in the hand. Okay folks, here we go. Giant hill test. Same hill we always use. VEYMAX 2S with the 90mm wheels, full battery, speed mode 4. It's a little wet right here, so hopefully I don't kill myself. Let's do it. Damn, I'm impressed. Let's see what the rider app says. I was gonna guess 20 miles per hour, 19.5 miles per hour up that giant hill on the VEYMAX Mini 2S. Pretty good, VEYMAX, pretty good. Okay guys, top speed test on the VEYMAX Mini S2, speed mode 4, full battery. Let's do it.
I don't know if it's just I'm not that good at going fast in a straight line with minis, or this might be a little unstable, but I think anything over 26, 27 miles per hour for a mini is a little nutty, to be honest with you. So I let off the throttle. 29.3 miles per hour. That is plenty for a mini, I promise you, plenty. Okay, acceleration test on the VEYMAX Mini 2S, speed mode 4, almost full battery. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, good. About what I expected. In my opinion, what's good about this board is for its price point, it's not exactly a super low budget kicktail mini board, but it's certainly not that super high price like $700, $800, even $900 like some other boards. You kind of have the performance and range close to that real high budget kicktail board, but you don't have all the crazy bells and whistles, which a lot of people don't need, like a college commuter or somebody that just needs to get A to B to run some errands and whatnot. So that's what I like about this board. Now, the part where I think this board's performance really excels is kind of that mid-range power. So if I'm doing like 14, 15 miles per hour and I yank the throttle, I'm up to 22 pretty dang fast. And that's really good for this price range board. So 14 miles per hour, 1, 2, 3, hit the throttle. 19, 20, 21, 22, like, it does it fairly freaking fast for this price point. That's what I mean. It has this price point that's not too high up like these boutique kicktail boards that are $900 to $1,000 with that good performance. But this is not exactly quite there, but it still has really good performance. So if you don't want all those bells and whistles and you don't want insane amount of power, but you still want something that gets up and goes, this is a really good choice. It's like that good in between kind of price point and power. Okay, let's do a brake test at 15 miles per hour. 1, 2, 3, brake. Nice. Perfectly acceptable in my opinion.
As for the battery, the Mini 2S is utilizing a 13S 2P 374 watt hour with Samsung 40T cells. I do love how it's a one-piece enclosure, unlike a lot of other minis that are separating the ESC, but I do wish the enclosure was thinner without sacrificing range. As for range, I'm a 160-pound rider and the temperature was about 51 degrees Fahrenheit. I'd say I rode in about 80% mode 4 and about 20% mode 3. I got a total of 22 miles on the VEYMAX Mini 2S. Now, for a mini kicktail board, that is extremely good. You are straight up lying if you're gonna tell me 20 miles on a kicktail isn't far. Anything above 18 miles on a kicktail without stopping is kind of crazy. Few things worth mentioning. This little flap for the charging port wouldn't stay in. Little bit of annoying. But on the good side, treat your board like an actual cruiser kicktail. Toss it around, get a running start, kick push it, just like a cruiser kicktail. Not only is kick pushing fun, but it saves you on battery. So since the hub motors have great free roll, you can kick push the board home if you run out of battery. Now, speaking of out of battery, here's me throttling with less than 10% left. As you can see, I have 1 bar left and I got the 10% warning about 3 miles ago. So this board can shut off at any second, but I'm still pushing it a little bit. So with about 5 or 6% left, I still did 23 miles per hour and I let go of the throttle because I was afraid it was gonna shut off on me because I was almost out of battery. The unboxing experience from VEYMAX is always nice. Not only do you get your product fast, but the boxes itself are nice. They're packed away really nice. They don't move around in transit. You got your T-tool, you got your 2-amp charger, your remote charger, and some stickers which are not shown. Final thoughts. Like I mentioned before, this kicktail cruiser kind of has that good medium ground of a little bit of everything. It has that good performance, it has good range, but yet it's not a big chunky monkey that costs $800 to $1,000. I feel like a lot of these kicktail boards are getting too big and too heavy, and this is not too big and not too heavy. It's still portable enough to bring around to the store, to commute with, or to just run some errands. And at the same time, it's got that 30 mile per hour mark and that 20 mile range mark. Usually with range and speed results like that, usually the kicktail cruisers are much bigger, much heavier, and in my opinion, it takes away the entire point of a portable kicktail mini board. So not only do I think portability is the main factor of a mini kicktail board, but the other half of it is to have fun. When you go to a bigger, heavier kicktail board just to get more range and speed, I think it takes away the fun factor as well. So the VEYMAX Mini does not compromise any of that. For a smaller budget, go for the standard battery pack, or if you want to get this one, use our discount code eSkateUnity. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.